This tutorial reviews Google Drive and addresses ways to use this free online tool for online courses. Google Drive is a wonderful and free online tool for saving your work or developing materials for an online course. In this tutorial, we'll look at Google Drive as an online tool, Google Docs as a writing tool and document saver, and Google Slides as a presentation tool. So first, let's begin with a few basics on Google Drive. Google Drive is a really neat tool that allows you to save documents, share files, create presentations, develop documents, and so much more. In order to access Google Drive, you first need to be logged into your UH Gmail account. After logging into your UH Gmail account, you should be able to find the Google Drive Access button in the upper right-hand corner of your UH Gmail account. The button is essentially a series of dots that form a square. You'll notice the image on my screen that depicts the square with all those dots. And if you click on that square with all those dots, then you'll be able to access a drop-down box, which contains many different links and tools. We want to scan for the button that says Drive. So I think we need to walk through this using my own UH Gmail account. And in the upper right-hand corner, we see this square icon with lots of dots. I'm going to go ahead and click on that icon. And once I click on it, again, I have lots of different features. And I'm specifically looking for the Drive button, which is located on the very far right-hand corner of my particular drop-down box. When I click on that, Google Drive loads, and this is essentially Google Drive. We now know how to access Google Drive from our UH Gmail accounts. And the next section, we want to figure out how to upload information from our computers into our Google Drive. In order to do that, within Google Drive, we'll need to find the New button, which is located in the upper right-hand corner of the Google Drive. Once we click on the New button and scroll down, we need to find the File Upload button. Now, after clicking on the File Upload button, a window should pop up on your screen and allow you to choose the file you'd like to upload from your computer. Let's walk through this step using my own Google Drive account. So again, to upload a file from my computer, I need to search for the New button, which should be located on the upper left-hand corner of my Google Drive. Once I click on that New button, I need to search for File Upload. And on my computer, it's the second drop-down button. Once I click on that, a screen pops up and I'm able to select my particular file that I want to upload. At this point, we know how to access our Google Drives from our UH Gmail accounts, and we now know how to upload files to our own Google Drives. In this next section, we'll learn more about Google Docs and how to create a Google Doc. Now, a Google Doc is very similar to a Microsoft Word document. Some students prefer to work on a Google Doc rather than a Microsoft Word document because Google Docs automatically save students' work. In addition, students can access their documents from any device that pretty much has an internet connection. To access a Google Doc, you simply need to click on the New button within your Google Drive. That New button again is located on the upper left-hand corner of your Google Drive, and then you'll search the button that is titled Google Docs. Once you click on this button, you'll be taken to an option that provides you with either a blank document or you can select from a variety of templates. Now, if you'd like to start with a brand new blank document, simply click on the blank document option, located here. There are many different types of document templates, very similar to different options found in Microsoft Word. Now, we won't be reviewing the different Google Doc templates, but we definitely encourage you to check out the different template options on your own. For now, we're going to learn more about a blank document in Google Docs. After you click the blank document, a blank Google Doc will appear. Again, the features are very similar to those found in a Microsoft Word document. I'm going to go ahead and walk through this step using my own Google Drive account. Here's my Google Drive account. I am going over to the upper left-hand corner of my screen and clicking on the New button, and then I'm scrolling down on my pop-down window, and there's an option that says Google Docs. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I have an option. I can either check a blank document, or I can find a document that has some type of template to it. Again, for this case, I just want to click on the blank document. So once I've clicked on the blank document, it will give me a blank document. One of the first things that I want to do with this document is I want to title it, so it's pretty easy to find. Now let's say I'm taking an English 100 course. So I might title this document English 100. And I'm writing a personal narrative. So I might do something like personal narrative or something like that, just so I can find it a little bit easier. Okay, so let's talk briefly about the different features. Let's say that I'm typing in the word aloha. If I highlight this word, I can select my different features here, like changing my font. I can make it really this pretty font. I can zoom it up a lot. So I've zoomed it up to the font size of 96. I can bold it, I can italicize it, underline it, change the color, change the background. I mean, I can do a lot of different things with it. If I want to add a hyperlink, I can do so. If I want to add a comment, say I'm working with a couple of different students and this is a shared collaborative document, I can go ahead and add a comment so other people on the document can see it. I can add a picture if I'd like. I can change the position of my text, very similar to a Word document. I can also change the spacing. Oftentimes in English courses, professors ask for double spaced, so I can double space. I can create a bullet point list if I want to, or I can even create an indent or not. Just very similar to our email options, I can also totally eliminate the formatting that I've just placed on a text. And I do that through the T that's crossed out. And now my font and text are just down to basics or originals. One of the really key things to Google Docs is you can share Google Docs with other people. So if I want to share this particular Google Doc, I would click the Share button. Currently, this document is only viewable by me, so it's private. But if I want to share it, I'm able to share it with other people, and then it changes from being private to being shared. So say, for example, my professor asked me to share what I'm working on in my Google Doc, or if I'm working with a group of classmates and they ask me to share a Google Doc, I can simply press Share. Next, all I have to do is type in the names or email addresses of the people I'm sharing my document with. The really cool thing about this share option is I can change the different features. So if you notice this box here to the right-hand side of the email address text box, if I click on that, then I can allow people certain privileges. If I want people to edit my document and change the words and the layout and whatnot, then I can go ahead and click on Can Edit. If I don't want anyone to change the words or layout or any features of my document, but I do want to get their opinion or feedback on something, then I can simply choose Can Comment, which means that people will only have the privilege or access to comment on my document, but actually not change any of my font or text or anything within my actual document. Or if I only want people to be able to view my document but not comment or change anything in it, I can select the Can View option. So after you've selected your different options, and of course you've included the email addresses of the people you want to share this document with, you simply click Done, and the document gets shared to those people. Now, I would argue one of the coolest things about Google Docs is you actually don't have to save your document. If you notice in kind of the upper middle portion of the document, there's this thing called All Changes Saved in Drive, which means that any changes that I make to my document are automatically saved. And Google Docs is pretty clever. It saves documents usually within seconds after something has been changed or added to. So, all right, let's say I'm done with my personal narrative document for now. I need to take a break, and I'm going to return back to this document. How would I find this document if I'm not saving it? Well, it's pretty easy. If I go back to my Google Drive and I look at the main page of my Google Drive, my document is found right here, or it's found within my quick access, meaning that I had just opened it. So the document is actually saved immediately. Now, if for some reason I can't find my document, I can simply title it, type in the name of it, and then I'm able to find it and access it pretty simply. We now know how to access Google Docs and how to create and share a Google Doc, as well as find it within our Google Drive. So let's learn more about Google Slides. Google Slides is very similar to a PowerPoint document. Google Slides is essentially a presentation tool. And some students prefer to work on Google Slides rather than a PowerPoint document because Google Slides automatically saves, and students can access their presentation from practically any device that has an internet connection. So to access a Google Slides document, you simply need to click on the New button located on the upper left-hand corner of your Google Drive, and then you search for the button that is titled Google Slides. After clicking on the Google Slides button, you should be directed to a Slides page and be given a list of options for sharing a new presentation, or rather, creating a new presentation. If you'd like to start with a brand new presentation, then you simply click on the blank document option. Or if you'd like to choose different templates, you can do so by selecting the template gallery. There are tons of different templates available. We won't be reviewing the different presentation templates today, but we encourage you to check them out because there's so many different options. For now, let's focus a little bit more on a blank presentation in Google Slides. Once you've clicked on the blank button, which is the Google Slides option, a blank Google Slides will appear. The features are very similar to those found in PowerPoint. So let's go ahead and walk through how to access a Google Slides PowerPoint and check out a couple of the different features using my own Google Drive. All right, so to access my Google Slides, I simply go to the New button, click on it, scroll down, and find the Google Slides option or button. Now I can choose a blank presentation or a presentation from a template, and I'm going to go ahead and choose that blank presentation. Just like a Google Doc, I definitely want to start by titling my presentation, which is located on the upper left-hand corner. And let's say that this is for my sociology course. So I might put something like SOC for Soc 100. And this is my research report. Okay, so just like PowerPoint, there's so many cool features. You can choose a blank document if you would like, or you can select a variety of different themes. So I'm going to go ahead and select themes real quick, and I'm going to change my PowerPoint to this theme here, which looks like it's titled Paradigm. I can put in a title, which can be Soc 100, and kind of play with it from there. There's lots of different features. I can add a slide by simply clicking the Enter button. I can change the layout of my slide. I can change themes. I can change my background information, transitions, and the like. If I click on a text, I can change the different types of text, the size, bolding. There's so many different features, and it's a really cool option to develop a presentation. And of course, to access my presentation, I don't have to save it. It's automatically saved within my Google Drive. And congratulations on completing this tutorial. You're now ready to practice using Google Drive as an online student. I encourage you to check out Docs and Slides.